YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Beholder. So, what happens when you take the dark, depressing, and bureaucratic nightmare that is Papers, Please, and combine it with the bleak and hopelessness that is this war of mine? Well, you got Beholder, a lovely, lovely game about a world run by an oppressive bureaucratic authority, and you are the owner slash, overseer, actually Beholder is the official job title, of an apartment complex, and it is your government-mandated job to spy on them, to watch them, to report them to the authorities, should the authorities deem them reportable. Whether or not you actually do that, whether or not you do your job as Big Brother demands that you do it, or if you have some shred of humanity left in your body, is up to you. Let's take a little journey here. This is a somewhat darker and more depressing game, but it is not without its merits. And it's like I said, it's a mixture of genres between Papers, Please and this war of mine. So let's dive right in. I'm going to let the scene sort of get you guys up to speed here. Again, I've played this game once and died. So I'm going to go with trainee for now. This is not a strategy and tactics by any measure.
Dear Carl Stain, we are happy to announce you've been appointed a landlord of the Class D apartment block on Kruszwitz 6. You must arrive there immediately and start working. Of allocation.
Yeah, isn't that lovely? Isn't that just rainbows and sunshines for days? It's definitely got its own aesthetic, and I love it. It is bleak and depressing, and it is not ashamed of it one iota. So once we get ourselves loaded in here, we'll be ready to roll. So as you can see here, this is sort of how we get this war of mine feel to it. It's got sort of the, I almost want to say dollhouse look to it. So we're going to go ahead. You must be Carl. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Ministry of Order, I welcome you to your new position. What's going on? We're merely driving pests out of the house. It's of no concern to you. Well, being that those guys that drove The other guy out's probably still lingering. I'm not going to object. As you wish. Your predecessor was unable to cope with the easiest tasks. If a person occupying an important position can't cope with a simple task, there's only one outcome. That he did that intentionally. Actually, that would just be one explanation, not an outcome. I.e., he became an outlaw. As of now, everything your tenants do is your business. And the word everything means? The word everything means absolutely everything. You will follow their every step and document any suspicious activity. That is, if you want to earn a reputation for being a good public servant. If you're going to be a perfect beholder, document hobbies, interests, and even conversations. How can I do this? Observe and record. Surveillance cameras will help. Let's start at the beginning. Have you ever managed an apartment building before, Carl? Do you need any help? I have done the tutorial, so I'm going to go ahead and skip it. I don't need help. Well, here's the journal. It's located on the right side of the screen. Let's come back to surveillance. Set up surveillance cameras in your house to simplify your work. According to our documentation, your predecessor received 2 of them. Find them in your office, which is to the right of this room. Yeah, it's not going to let me zoom out till I get over this initial tutorial. Camera 1 and camera 2. Thank you. Bruno Humphrey.
Oh, yes,
Great. You found the cameras. Install them in the dining hall. Follow me. So as you can see here, we can only see into rooms of which we have sort of occupation, or at least a friendly character is occupying. So we previously couldn't see into the dining room, but now that we're in it, we can see what's going on in it. Now, where do we install these cameras? Well, in the smoke detectors. Yes, real safe. But also real inconspicuous. And one right here. And install.
Oh, yes,
I feel safer already now that we've replaced the smoke detectors with cameras in the kitchen. You're doing fine. Here's your first reward. $300 and 100 influence. Spend your money on the things you'll need. You'll find them in the shop. You'll receive surveillance camera as you earn reputation points. Reputation points, not influence. Reputation points show your standing with the public. You receive them for completing tasks. You can also use them for personal gain in order to persuade people around you to do what you want them to do. Unfortunately, I have issues to deal with at the ministry. However, you can just call me anytime from your office using your private line and ask me anything. By the way, Carl, I strongly encourage you to answer the phone. Remember, you and I serve our great people, and completing the orders of the ministry is our bread and butter. It's also our water and air. Here's the main thing. Several tenants are at risk. Your predecessor couldn't handle things. We're hoping you'll do better. Just tell me how. First of all, watch your tenants closely. File a report as soon as you gather evidence. The police will take care of the rest. Between ourselves, our great state can be very grateful to those who work well. The ministry can turn a blind eye to forgery and blackmail if they help you achieve your goal. I'll do my best. I like your enthusiasm, but be slow to call our department. You can always ask your wise tutor for advice. But one last instruction. The key I gave you opens every door in the building. Make sure your tenants leave their apartments before you enter it. Many citizens still think that their private life is their own business. Let it be so. Now get to work. Okay. Well, let's see. Call the ministry. Well, let's get on the ring-a-dingy, shall we? Ministry of Order, your call is accepted. Hello, Carl. Wow, that was fast. You've learned your main duties. Are you ready to receive a task? ready for a task, or help! Establish a surveillance in apartment 2. Jacob Manischek lives there. You can always buy cameras you need at the state shop. Only enter a tenant's apartment when they're not home, and be careful. So we have 48 hours. And remember, because the lovely state injected us with some super serum, we don't need to sleep, unlike the other people in the house. So yes, now that we're over with the tutorial, we can finally zoom out. So here we are in the basement. Here's the kitchen. We've got the other apartments. These 3 are occupied, but we cannot see into them. We've got our family here. Our wife, our little girl. Can we talk to her? Whoa! Oh, here's one of our tenants. There's 2 of our tenants. Hello. Get acquainted. Hello, my name is Carl. I'm the new building manager. My name is Klaus Schimmer. You manage the building that used to belong to my family. The previous manager had already turned it into junk. I hope you can fix this. I'll do my best. Ask about the apartment. Did the house belong to you? That's right. It used to belong to my family. I wanted to turn it into a boarding house for gifted children, but it was converted into a residence hall instead. This isn't too bad. You haven't seen the living quarters on level D. You're right. Our situation could be worse. At least you're free. Or at least we're free. One can play chess at the library. This is expensive. So, having learned something about him, we learned of our friend here that he likes to play chess. And that he's the ex-owner of the apartment building. Now, that got us a little extra influence here, or reputation, whatever they call it. The blue stuff! We got some blue stuff. And now we can buy ourselves a camera. Now, you got 3 different flavors of camera. One has different varying, sight radii here. The high-test camera is a bit expensive, but I like the 151. The 51, I think middle of the road's our best bet. Also, we got a new government directive. So this is sort of where Papers, Please come in. These are laws and rules that the government is constantly announcing and passing. It is illegal to harbor criminals or hide their actions. The production of political propaganda is prohibited. So as these go on, you'll get your, different rules and whatnot will start applying to the family. Now, as you can see here, we've left the kitchen here, so we can't see what's going on in there. But because of our little cameras here, we can. Now, granted, we're just spying on our wife at the moment. But if anything interesting or juicy happens here, we'll be able to take a note of it. Like we can see that the other guy's wife is getting some food. Nothing suspicious. There's a lot of not suspicious activity that goes on here. See, they're just chit-chatting about the electricity, I suppose. So let's go up here. Now, they did say apartment number 2. Yeah, they're having a little conversation here. If anything juicy pops up that I can do, you'll see a little icon crop up. See, they're talking about me, I think. I'm still learning what the icons mean. Whoa. Okay, so let's go spy on number 2. Now, again, you can't just barge into somebody's apartment when they're home. So let's make sure that they're not home. Looks pretty clear to me. And let's stop looking through the keyhole when some of our tenants. Hello, tenants. What do you want from the archivist? Get acquainted. Allow me to introduce myself. My name's Carl. I'm the new manager of the building. Mark Raddick is a respected archivist. I have to live in this disgusting apartment. I hope you'll put everything here in order. I'll do my best. Try harder. You need this more than me. Ask about the wife. Rosa works in the cafeteria, always in the kitchen. She loves baking buns and cakes so much she does it for a living. I wish she didn't smell like cabbage. Okay, dude. And we learned a little something about his wife, Rosa. That she, a sweet old lady that smells like cabbage and likes to bake. Oop, and a new directive. All apples must be destroyed. It is illegal to store or consume them. Well, all right then. All right. Well, being that our dude here is not on the premises, let's go on in. Aha! Now he's got himself a nice little smoke detector here. So let's set up a little surveillance here, shall we? And while we're here, we can go, well, sniffing around some of his stuff. See if we can find some interesting goodies. Now, when you see a red bit of text down here, that's a useful tidbit. So you don't have to take the bottle itself, but now we've collected the fact that he has dangerous tendencies, which might be of use to the state here. Let's continue searching here. Nothing in there. Nothing in the TV stand. Aha! Deck of cards and dice. He likes to gamble. Ka-ching! So, yeah. Oh crap, that's him. Run! Get out! Get out! 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 I have a feeling that them catching you in their apartment is just as bad. Let's introduce ourselves, huh? What do you want? Who are you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Carl. I am the new building manager. Did I win a competition called Who Gives a Damn About the New Manager? I don't care about you or your deals. Why are you sniffing around here? Don't you have anything better to do? It's my duty to look after the building. Watch yourself. It's not as though nothing bad could happen to your family. Wow! Wow! Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Let's, how do you say, call the ministry? I think we've got ourselves a bad apple. And apples have been outlawed. And we have a bad one. So I think we need to do a little ringy-dingy. A little tattletaling. Dial the number. Report a task. Boop. Ministry of Order. Congratulations, your first task was a success. You are rewarded $500 and 50 reputation points. Huzzah! According to our sources, Jacob Manischek is violating state directives. Spy on him using the surveillance cameras. When a camera detects a tenant doing something illegal, the action icon changes color. Click the icon to add the evidence to the dossier. I think I can add it. Watch the evidence you attach the evidence you gather to your report. So we can't just call the cops on this guy. It's like, officer, yeah, we have a douchebag. We have a douchebag, Class C douchebag. No, you can't just call the cops. I mean, the government's not quite that oppressive yet. We actually have to have some kind of iota of evidence against him. But that's what the camera was for. That's what the camera's for. Oh, looks like our little lady is here. Hello, little lady. Will you play with me? Not now, Martha. Learn about what happened. What happened, sweetheart? And that man pushed me. I was walking down the stairs and he... Don't cry, dear. What man? The nasty man in apartment 2. Oh. Pushing our little girl down the stairs? Oh. Yeah, this first call into the state here is kind of a no-brainer on the moral and ethical scales here. He is a Class C douchebag. I'll deal with him, Martha. Well, technically the state will deal with him, but I'll be the conduit for the state. He said kids are worse than bugs. How about you, son? Yes, Father? What happened to you? Why are you wandering around the house, Patrick? It's okay. Tell me what happened. The filthy Manischek swore at me. He decided I was standing near his door. I was trying to tie my shoes near the flower. He said he'd blow my head off if he saw me near his door again. Don't worry, I'll bring him to justice. He won't touch you. Yep. A number 1 Class C douchebag. And there he is right now. He's going for a smoke. I'm watching you, buddy. I'm watching you. You don't think I'm watching you, but I'm watching you. What you gonna do? Aha! Smoker. Gotcha. Not that that's illegal. That's not illegal. I can't book him on smoking. What I can do, however, is get a little money out of him before I arrest his ass. I'm going to do a little profile. Now, profiling, they haven't taught you this yet in the tutorial yet, but it's something you can do to somebody to basically, the more traits you learn about somebody and then you profile them, you get paid by the government just by spying, just in general. Like, even if those traits and hobbies are not illegal, it's not necessarily going to get them arrested, but profiling them just gives the government more info. So let's profile Mr. Jacob, apartment 2, male, lives alone, occupation unemployed. And then we go here and we can drag our collected facts about him and see how much we get. $900 for just tattling on him, just telling them about him. $900. Well, bam. Ooh, what are you doing up here? I almost missed you. What you got, buddy? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Oh, he's going to the phone. I'm gonna spy on him. Fashion. Alright, so he's out of range of the camera, but that doesn't mean I can't. Ooh, what you think of that? On you. Aha! Makes drugs. He is manufacturing drugs in there, and that, according to Directive 6040, the production of drugs is prohibited. You, my friend, just done screwed up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's check our mailbox here before we sign him away to the authorities. The son of the miners' trade union leader was found unconscious after the criminals reportedly pumped him full of drugs. He's being treated and rehabilitated at the hospital. The Ministry of Order advises citizens to be alert and interfere with any attempts to manufacture and spread drugs. Remember, your child could be next. Aha! And then on the back here, the voice of truth. Drugs are a huge problem in our society. We should have started dealing with them a long time ago and not wait for a VIP to get in trouble. By the way, this isn't the first time a well-known son has been at the center of a scandal. Is he really a victim? All right. I think we've got ourselves a little reporting to do. Now, to report somebody, you also go to your desk here, and it's sort of like profiling them, except you're filing a police report. And for that, you need to get some criminal evidence. So, Mr. God, you can report your own family. That's scary. Nope, we're reporting Jacob in apartment number 2, 6040 from 9-2. Evidence found in the apartment. How about the sighting of drugs? Yes. All right, folks. Let's pull the trigger on this little bastard. Well, who do we have here? What an unexpected pleasure. Let's see. Kicking in the door. Sorry, buddy. a little bit of justice being served here. Maybe a little bit aggressively, but yeah. He's clearly an active threat. So yeah. Right then. So our not so nice neighbor here is going bye-bye. I don't think we will be seeing him again, which is also kind of the reason why I profiled him first before I called po on him, so that we can get some extra cash out of the deal. Love the music, by the way. Love the music. Received. Singing in front of the Ministry of Order is prohibited. Okay, I won't be singing. Anything else of interest going on? And we're still here, just looking over our shoulder at the goings-ons. And away he goes. Alright, we need to repair apartment number 2 and find a tenant for apartment number 2. Subject arrested, $250. Not bad. Is illegal to read or own a book by Paul Williams. Right. Let's see. Oh yes, apartment 2. Let's repair that. Cash. Get the smell of drugs out of it. And let's see who's ready to move in. A famous cardiosurgeon looking for a long-term rental, guaranteed to be a decent tenant. Or we'll rent a cuddy for a couple of weeks. Well, you know what? It sounds like in the real world, in real life, like a normal person would say, "Oh, I want the doctor," you know, real stable, real good, even thing. But you know what? I want a little volatility in my apartment because that means a little bit more potential for profit for me. So you know what? Let's get Mr. Sailor going here. Jones Papanado. And in you go and call the ministry. Call the ministry, eh? Call the ministry first. Ministry of Order. Congratulations, your task was a success. As a reward, transferring the following sum to your account. $1,000 and 250 reputation. Not bad. Remember, if you miss a call from the Ministry of Order, you'll be fined. You must be in your apartment at all times and answer the phone when it rings. Alright, so I guess we haven't invented cell phones yet. Even if you're dying, you understand? Yes. You got rid of the violator. Now survey your tenant's opinions of Shimmer. Sunset Shimmer? No, different kind. Find out what the other people think about him. Document his characteristics after you're done with the survey. Get to work. Alright then. And there's our sailor boy. Let's talk to some of the family. Yes, Father? Do you need anything? I have an issue, Father. What do you want? Economics classes have started and we've been given a list of books to read. The books I need for school. I stopped by this bookstore and they don't have those books. I heard I could get used ones at the market, but they cost a fortune. Boy, I hear you, kid. Can you ask your friends? Perhaps someone you know has books? You talk to wise people. I'm thinking about what I can do for you. I don't like your new job, Father. Your boss is nasty. Do you like eating good food and studying at the university? Wear new clothes? Maybe you'll support us then. I'll never take. I'll try to find a job. I'll study and work at the same time. I hope so. I hate the mines, Father. Rather die than work as a slave. Now, let's learn about these mines here. If you changed your mind about being a miner, I hate the mines, Father. I'd rather die than work as a... Okay. We'll do one task at a time. We'll get to you, wifey poo. Well, maybe it's best that we take her task. Don't want to... Oh, so she's busy. Let's talk to our little lady. Will you play with me? Not now, Martha. Lost toy. What happened, sweetheart? Something bad happened, Dad. I lost Naira. He's nowhere to be found. Who's Naira? It's my doll. See, I'm not buying this. A girl would refer to her doll, especially with a female name, as a her, not an it. I mean, it's technically correct. It is an it. But coming from the mouth of a kid, it's their toys always have masculine and feminine names, and thus are referred to accordingly. It's my favorite doll. Will you help me find it? You scared me, Martha. Where did you last play with it? At home. Naira is too small to walk outside. Find her, please. Hopefully she's not referring to our old home. Well, I guess... Oh, Rosa, we haven't talked to her. Hello, miss. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Carl, the new building manager. My name's Rosa Rannick. Nice to meet you. You must have met my naughty husband. We have a son, too. He's just like you, but he lives in the capital. Oh yeah, we have to pick everyone's brains about Klaus. I want to ask you about Klaus Schimmer. Does he bother you? He's a person of worth. He helped me acquire a nice bottle of Xeres. He's an expert in wine, unlike my grandpa. Ka-ding! Alright, good to know. Well, I'm not going to ask Klaus Schimmer what he thinks about himself. That might be the girl. Let's see if the wife's seen it. What, Carl? Domestic problems. I need your help, honey. I can't find a big enough saucepan. Searched every nook and cranny. I have no idea where it is. Maybe someone stole it. Should we call the police? Call the police because of an old saucepan? Don't even think of this. You must have left it in our old house. You say so. Can you ask the tenants about saucepans? I hope they won't check the new manager. I'll make a compote for Martha and bring it back. Okay, I'll ask the neighbors about a saucepan. And let's ask her about her doll. And have you seen the old doll Martha used to play with? She can't find it. This is why she's upset and afraid to talk to me. Maybe it's behind the wardrobe or under the bed. I'll try that, hon. Let's try the bed. Nope. Wardrobe, eh? Oop, there's our wardrobe. I gotta talk to you, Mr. Sailor Man. Aha! Old doll. Guess I'm not gonna be profiling your daughter. I'd hope I kinda know about her by now. But let's go give her the doll. We're a good father. Will you play with me? Not now. I said we're a good father. Come on, dude. What's your doll's name? I miss Naira so much. Will you find her? I already found her. Here she is. Thanks, Dad. I thought of a great game. Want me to tell you about it? Naira will be a miner buried under rubble. I'll be the rescuer. What a game. You better play with your letter blocks. I'll build a coal mine out of the letter blocks. Yeah. Great game, kid. Great game. Okay. Let's check the mail again. Ministry of Truth has noticed a rising interest in philosophy books, including the works of Paul Williams, who died a century ago. His writings describe obsolete ideas that have been proven to be unrealistic. However, they still capture people's minds. The minister believes the notion of a society without government, in which the freedom of personal choice exists, is dangerous and should be destroyed. The fact that our society is capable of understanding Paul Williams' ideas en masse proves his unique talent and ability to word things simply. We should encourage interest in the great thinkers of the past. We want to progress and initiate a dialogue between the people and the state. Philosophy of common sense. Curious. Mark, what do you think of the Mr. Sunset? What do you want from the archivist? I don't think you want to talk about the saucepan. Let's talk about Mr. Shimmer. I want to ask you about Klaus Shimmer. Why do you want to know? Tell the truth about the order or give a vague reply? Let's be truthful. It's my duty. I've seen Klaus buying modeling kits at the store. They have no kids. I thought it was a gift. After that, I saw him wrap the box in paper and run home. I thought he bought it for himself. Thanks, Mark. You've been a big help. We can talk to his wife. I don't think she knows that I'm profiling him. Although he's right here in the room. Hello. Oh, I never got acquainted with her. Hello, my name is Carl. I'm the new building manager. Nice to meet you. I'm Maria. You bring your family here? Yes, we just moved here. Nice to meet you. Oh, saucepan? Can you do me a favor? Can I borrow your saucepan? My wife wants to make a compote, but we lost our saucepan while moving in. I have a suitable saucepan. Here it is. Well, handy that you just carry a giant saucepan with you. Great, thank you. We'll be sure to bring it back. No need for this. My husband and I live alone. We don't touch this. Please accept this as my housewarming gift. Well, thank you. But let's continue. Ask about the husband. How's your husband doing? He looked upset. He doesn't feel well. He received a parcel containing a reel of film. Klaus likes taking photos. This will cheer him. Aha! I got more goodies. Hey man, don't you yell at my wife. What's going on here? Yep, there's his wife to sort of mediate everything. Yes, my buddy. Hello. You don't know anything about books? You're an educated person, Klaus. Where can I find textbooks of economics? The university gave my son a list of books to read, but none of the stores carry them. The library is an option. And this line is really long. Oh, the issue with the library is well known to me. It's not just the line. Library workers also have to like you. Otherwise, they'll send you away without any explanation. But I can help you. I have books from when I worked for the counting bureau. Be happy if they helped your son study. Everyone should pursue higher education. Too bad few people agree. Sweet! And you just happen to have exactly the economics books that we need. You saved my son. Thank you, Klaus. And not only my son, but my wallet, too. All the best. Alright, you're a good guy. Maybe you're just having an argument. Hey, wife unit. Actually, you know what? We'll hold off on that. Have you found everything else about the books? Here are your books. Yeah, I'll get to work. Never dreamed of such wealth. I might not go to the rat's nest after all. Oh, hey. What do you got? I must profile. Yeah, okay. So I do need to profile him. Let's take a little peeky at him. See if he's doing anything naughty. You do anything naughty, buddy? Anything I can Oh, he went to sleep. Well, I'll let you sleep. Let's profile Mr. Klaus. Get some fat stacks of cash. Actually, not just yet. Let's buy a surveillance camera. Buy a couple of these. Let's see if we can catch Mr. Klaus. Get some more information before we profile him. I'm just gonna take a peeky. Alright. she's coming out. But if she's the only one out, then I might be... Let me just make sure he's not sleeping in there. I might be able to go in and... Nope, he's... Oh wait, wrong apartment. Derp. Nope, they're sleeping. Alright, yeah, people are starting to wake up. You're starting to wake up, Mr. Sailor Man. Boy, he's happy. Oh, good. Give me something. Give me something good. I will spy on you. Once everyone pours out of the house, then we can start setting up surveillance cameras in all these different apartments, keeping an eye on them. Alright, the archivist is out. Let's talk to him. What do you want? Get acquainted. Let me introduce myself. My name's Carl. I'm the new manager of the apartment building. Jones Papadino. Also known as Coal Barge 237/87. I'm preparing for a long trip. We're sailing abroad. While I work as a trainee for the Outside Affairs Committee, I'll live in your cell. Kind of training. This training is obligatory for everyone who travels abroad on business. We're taking anti-propaganda training. Are you alone? Yes, I live alone. Special offer, eh? I have a deal. Times are hard. Everyone's doing their best. I have canned fish. You know everyone around here? You know everyone here. Find me a buyer and I'll pay you generously. A buyer, eh? What kind of canned food is it? Good or the usual muck? It's the best quality, imported from abroad. It'll sell like hotcakes. But it's not safe for me to go out to the market. I want to sell them quickly without drawing attention to myself. Found canned food in the hold. Nobody used them. Rule 1 on the barge. If it's not nailed down, it doesn't belong to anyone. So I took as many as I could carry. Sure, why not? Deal. I'll try to sell your canned food. Wonderful. Here's a crate with 50 cans. The wholesale price is $50 per can. You can sell them for $100 a piece at the market. So the crate costs $3,000. You give me $3,000 and then sell it all. Whatever you make above $3,000 is yours to keep. Did you note my generosity? $50 cans of questionable fish. Lovely. Well, he has given me some cans of fish to sell, eh? You know what? I think I might do something a little scumbaggy. And that is find some dirt on him and report him, and then just keep his fish and sell it for pure profit. Alright, anybody left in here? Yes. Okay, we will not go barging in there. Well, since we know he's down there, let us go foraging around. Gotta be quick while he eats. Alright, we're getting some good info. Tobacco. We don't want to steal anything. Toothbrush, razor, blue shirt, towel, rum. I didn't just come from your thing. Phew. How the heck did his apartment grow four more smoke detectors? Well, they all kind of have 4. But let's finish our search here now that we saw him go to work. Soda book. Coin collecting album, eh? Alright, we can get that. We can use that. Whiskey. Wine, sweater, wallet, empty bottles. He's a slob. Record music. What do you got in your bed? Likes to gamble. Ooh, we're getting all kinds of good stuff. Eyeglasses. You know, maybe it is high time I installed another camera. I think he might be among the... Nope, he was not among the ones that got off. Although some of our other neighbors were. Oh yeah, we still got a profile of this guy. There you are, buddy. Well, let's do a little peeky in here. I like how they don't seem to mind. I think we can get one more goodie. You know what? Let's turn this into our wife. This last trust and care quest here. Listen, you found a saucepan? Prepared everything for the compote. Yes, Maria Shimmer from the apartment 1 saved us. Spares no sugar for the compote. It looked like water last time. It looks like water because we have neither sugar nor apples. Apples? What are you doing, girl? Trying to get some... It's not my fault you couldn't get a provision card for sugar. Cheer up, sweetheart. Now we have enough sugar. Alright, well just don't do the apple stuff. No apples. No apples, please. I do not want to have to report my own wife. Alright, anyone in here? Ooh, playing the piano. Look at that. We got some good info on him. All right, let's profile him. Since we picked up that piano playing, that was worth a little bit of extra cash right there. We also don't want to be late on our report, our profile. Mr. Klaus Schimmer, apartment number 1, male. Occupation, tobacco salesman. And we've got ourselves 5 goodies here. Wine steward, enjoys modeling, takes photos, plays the piano, cultured as hell, and holy crap, look at that! 1750 for such a comprehensive profile. Let's do it. Freaking Chang. Call the ministry. Let's call the ministry. Dial the number. Ministry of Order. It's time to act, Comrade Carl. You must evict Klaus Schimmer. What happened to his wife? We don't care about her. Do what you think is best. Ask about the eviction methods. How can I evict Schimmer? Talk with Schimmer. We'd be fine with him moving out. It would be better if you report him when he violates our directives. This is your duty, Comrade Carl. I understand. Talk with you later. So yeah, here's where it gets tough. Because Mr. Schimmer here, he's clearly a good guy. Like, scumbag makes scumbag before, yeah, I had no problem reporting to the authorities. This guy, though, I mean, he freaking lent us some school books for our son. He helped us out. He's a generally educated and cultured dude. He's not messing with anybody. He's not hurting anybody. But the state is demanding that we do that. And yeah, that's the kind of choice you need to make. Let's talk with him. Let him know what's going on. Ask what he needs. Tell me straight, Carl, did you receive an assignment to spy on me? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him straight. Must be more careful, Comrade Klaus. I'll get right to the point. I received an order to evict you from the building. What? They want to evict me from my apartment? That's unthinkable. If I could, I would have left this pokey hole a long time ago. Well, my problems couldn't bother you. Thanks for warning. What are you going to do? I'm going to offer him help. I want to help you. Why don't you leave the city? It's suspicious, Carl. Why do you care? Why would you care about me? I'm not asking out of curiosity. I want to help you. I'm being hunted. It's hard to believe anyone interested in my troubles. I was sent to the tobacco shop, to that tiny wooden booth near the fish market. They took my absentee certificate. Without it, I'm stuck here. You understand? It's an absentee certificate. You should know such things, Carl. This is a document you need to enter the strategic facilities or leave the city. Railway stations, ports, and the roads with checkpoints are all closed to me. You won't believe me. I received a response from the ministry. The documents were sent to the archives for data update. They said I could obtain them there. I went to the archives. They said there are no documents left. I spent a week in line to see the inspector without submitting a detection application. 2 months later, I was told that I've used the wrong form for my application and they were out of the one I needed. Yeah, lovely bureaucracy. Damn it! You mean the documents are lost in the archives? Yes, the documents are in the archive. They say it's a ploy to drive visitors crazy. I don't know if that's a joke or not. The Ministry of Distribution has clean hands. There's nothing we can do about the archives. Well, Papers, Please is the name of the quest. Let's see if I can do about your absentee certificate. So now you can see it's not so cut and dry. It's not so black and white. You know, what are we going to do about Mr. Shimmer? You know, are we going to spy on him, try and catch him breaking one of the state's petty rules? Are we going to try and help him out and possibly put our necks at risk, our family's necks at risk? Well, that's how the story can unfold. There are many, many different endings to this game. I've not played through to see any of them yet, but there are lots of different ways things can swing, and so lots of different opportunities to play through. So I hope you guys like this Pinstar Plays Beholder. So if you like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out.